Hello there YouTube, Elita Legionarii here, bringing you part 5, I believe it is, of the Holy Roman Empire campaign for the stainless steel mod for Medieval 2 Total War. I do apologise that it's been so long. I don't believe I've uploaded anything for this campaign since before Christmas, so I apologise for that, but just got hung up on other video stuff and busy seasons and so on and so forth. So anyway, where were we? If I remember correctly, I haven't actually looked at the previous video for a long time, so I would like to have moved against the Italians if I remember, but if I remember, Poland or someone who declared war. Oh no, okay, I thought someone declared war on me, but I guess not. It's always the trick when you play the Holy Roman Empire is to know who to attack first. The thing is, I prefer to stay in the Pope's good books, to be honest. Anyone here who's out of the Pope's good books? I don't think so. Yes, but I'm sure I'm going to end up. I need to seriously seize the initiative first. And I'd like to take the Italian peninsula really quickly if possible, but shouldn't be this indecisive about it. But if there was someone who was who fell out of favour with the Pope, because I prefer to stay in favour with them, because it's very dangerous as a Holy Roman Empire to fall out of favour with the Pope, considering your position, because everyone looks at you and thinks free game, so you get these big wars. Right. Just to work out what I was doing. Greetings, Kaiser. Kaiser. Anyway, that's right. I was working to keep up the levels here because the heretics in this one are pretty bad. I'm thinking of going after Venetians and going down south. I know Venice got a couple of strong armies then, but it would be ideal if I could remove them from the equation now, because if I could achieve that, it would be very handy basically. I get them out of the way now. Let's see, some retraining. Might as well retrain them. In Russia there. So this is the Emperor Free. Right, I'm just trying to think here. Although France and Poland are pretty big objectives, I'll leave defences sufficient enough to react to them if I need to, but officially I'm going to go for the Italians, I think, because they're a treacherous lot in the Total War series, so get rid of them now. There's a certain use to it, but I need to be ready for the others. So I spent my money this turn, so I don't really think I need to be. I think I'm building stuff all around it. Well, most of these places are building things as it is. So yeah, most of these places are building things as it is, so that's fine. Let's see what else is going on. Yeah, basically, at least probably 75% of these places are in the work of building something. So let's just check our agents. I don't remember what I was trying to do here. Oops, that was the wrong one. I need that one. Elizabeth von Hohenstaufen. Oh, okay, I'm going to stop that. Okay, she's got no moves. What else was there? There was Helwig.
Yeah.
Angela the Snob. She's a snob. I built 2 more of these guys here to keep it up. Where is this dude up here? I'll put one out here. Send this guy. Ostmark up this way to help. Schwallybog is being annoying. What a name, Schwallybog. Schwallybog! Right, anyway. Attractive, born mediator, naturally frail, snob, prudish. Wow, he's a mixed bag. Well, she's only 14.
Mein Kaiser.
I want to sort your attitude out, my dear. You can't have that kind of thing going on in the Empire. These Hohenhofen, Schnoffens, or whoever the hell their name is, a bunch of prudes. Right.
Walk in the light, my friend.
Okay, I think I'm happy with that, so I'm going to end my turn.
My recent marriage demands that I leave you. I am sorry.
Ooh, what happened just then? Someone married and left. I like the look of that. Don't like the sound of that. That is not a good thing. In fact, it's a very, very bad thing. It's a terrible, terrible, terrible injustice. But whoever stole them will be punished later, I'm sure. Stealing away one of my generals, unless he's of course an incompetent clod, then that's fine, they can take him off my hands, but if he's useful, then I should be most displeased. So, the Republic of Novgorod, the Russians, have come to talk business, or bribe people, I'm not sure. I'm assuming when that happens, when they make a little deal on the screen but you don't see anything come up, that's like a bribe attempt. Anyway, Crash Castile, Hungary, Aragon would be next, right? The turns do take a bit longer in this game. Mod, rather. I remember to call it a mod, but I almost consider it, well, not a separate game, but it's very different, I guess, from the base game. So, gotta try and remember that.
The fires of independence burn brightly in Scotland. Weary of aggression from its neighbours, a new hero has emerged to unite Scotland's clans. His name is William Wallace. A minor noble he may be, but behind him march thousands of warriors, each one with freedom in his heart and a sword in his hand.
William Wallace. Fancy that. Right, that means I'll have to be careful. Okay, I'm just going to look at this. I don't mind him. Verhard. Speinham. He's not too bad. I might take that actually. Oh, he's 54 though, so he's practically dead. So, I won't bother. Yes, to watch William Wallace, 7-foot tall. And shoot, was it lightning out his eyes and fire out his ass? Or was it lightning out his ass and fire out his eyes? I can't remember. I'm talking about, was it Braveheart? That's somewhat historically inaccurate, but kind of cool movie. Airbolt. Let's see. Let's just have a look and see if we can find any more Polish areas. Lesser Poland, where's Greater Poland? Greater Poland, does it exist? Okay, why am I wasting time? Let's see. Another one. Wow. And I probably should look for that mod that reduces heresy types, because seriously. I'm thinking though, if I just keep ahead of them by putting tons of them down, any way he makes should be countered by my guys. That's my thinking there, is to counter it. So I'm probably going to end up having a ton load of priests, which is something I usually almost never do. Right, what do I got? 11,000, so it's doing pretty good monetary wise each turn. Let's see, mining networks. Well, see if there's any I think other cities need that's more important before I just go and put too much in on something that's pretty expensive. So I can get them there in Vienna as well, and of course Vienna is always a great city, it makes so much money. So I'll consider that as well. What is Groningen doing? Let's see. Come on. I guess we could do the communal farming. Bruges got the... Right, what about this place? Antwerp. Work a night stable because I want to have a quick flow of access to reasonably decent stuff for the French invasion whenever that happens. I think I'm inevitably going to end up getting stuck in a two-front war. I am, after all, the Germans, or the HRE in this case. It's pretty much an inevitability when you play them. Let's follow the road actually. Where is she? Here she goes. Daughter of the Reich. Right, anyway, yeah. Basically, I think I'm probably going to end up in a two-front war, but I mean, I'm not too worried if it's a two-front, as long as it doesn't become a 3 or a 4, which could happen, and that would be bad. If it's just a 3 or a 4, I mean a 2-front war, I can probably hold it off simply because I have a lot of power as the Holy Roman Empire. Let's see, Great Market. Oh, damn it, I just bumped the thing, I didn't mean to do that. That was, oh, I didn't, damn it. That was stupid. Hopefully that's not too dangerous because it was basically a turn that was wasted. I suppose I'm going to have a bit of money though because I didn't spend it all on that turn, so... Darn it, I really didn't mean to do that. What are the Horde up to? There shouldn't be too much of a factor at the moment, being far away. Yes, I just want to deal with Venice, but I really prefer not to attack first, but again, at the same time, I don't want to muck around too much, because if you do that, you kind of don't get anywhere, but I also don't want all these nations going to war with me. You always face these problems when you play the HRE. They're definitely my favourite faction, but they're also one of the most challenging campaign factions.
I come bearing word for you today.
This could be useful, actually. Let's see if I can demand, I'm going to say 500, 600 out of him. Demanding. Probably not going to do it. I'm tempted to take an alliance with Russia, because they might end up at war with Poland, you see, and that might just busy Poland up quite a bit. So they're not going to give me map information, but I'm going to make that deal. So yeah, I'm going to ally myself to them because it just means if they end up at war with Poland, you know, it keeps Poland off my back a bit, so I can focus, you know, on Italy and France, which is good. So I mean, I don't know if I'll go that far east. Depends on how long this campaign draws out, or if the actually just thinking about it, the objectives might mean I have to go that way. He's not good enough. There we go. One of the popes are dead. Maybe I can get one of my own in there. Damn it! Oh. So I got the best. Ooh, I got no good relations with these. Ah, damn, none of my own guys are in the vote here. Okay, so this is for the new Pope. And all these three are potential enemies with me at the moment, my major enemies. Who would make the most sense? I just want to know. I mean, I'd hate to get this wrong. Reputation reliable, reputation mixed. I mean, Denmark's got a good reputation and I'd like to keep them attacking, but they're a small nation, so they're probably not that much of a threat to me. Especially when I've got Hamburg up there, which is like a fortress. And I want to go to war with Venice, I think, or the Italian states. So I think France is probably the way to defend myself here from the Pope. So if I vote for the French one, let's see. Oh, I should have gone with Denmark. Damn it. Oh crap, that's not good. That was a bit of a guess. I didn't know which one was in the strongest position there, so it's always a bit hard to tell. But I was thinking though, if I took France, because France is definitely the biggest threat, really, them and Poland, but Poland can be somewhat checked by Novgorod. Because I don't think, like, Spain and Portugal and Aragon and stuff are really not much use to me with France, because they're busy with the Moors, which is not exactly useful. Anyway, right, I mustn't actually stuff up and press the wrong button this time, so I will get those two mines in Vienna and Bologna, because they are a great source of income. And I have plenty of money after my little... Ooh, I can get them in Prague as well. But I won't. What does this do? Public health bonus. Public order's good there at the moment, so I won't worry about that. What else is there? This is, of course, the mining network, but that would drain a lot of my money, so I'll do that on another turn. Let's see what else goes on here. Frankfurt. And things are pretty good there. Nuremberg, here we go. Let's see. I haven't even got a logging camp there, so that's a definite. Building still. Let's see. Merchant's Wharf. Might build one of those there. Ah, wait, there's a logging camp. It's always the first. Some of these castles, let's see. What sort of recruitments they got? Got a knight's stable at Buren. Stauffen. Von Stauffenberg. If you know who he is, leave a comment below. And I shall give you a cookie. No, I won't. I'm just talking crap. But if you do know who he is, I know who he is, but if you know who he is, if you know who Klaus von Stauffenberg is, I don't know why I'm getting onto this, or why I'm, tempting you guys to put that there, but if you know who he is, I shall friendly shout you out on another video for your intelligence or your brilliance. Alright, anyway, land clearance.
I could bring our peoples closer together, my lord.
I guess we get these little river boats. Actually, no, we'll get the fairground. Okay, that spends most of my money. Let's send some more forces from Salzburg. Let's see, we get the feudal knights. And the 2 sergeants. And we'll get one of these guys. And send it down to Innsbruck. And here we got Hellwig Felben. Probably a better general in the region for that. Also von Tirol. Heinrich von Hohenholzstaufen, or whatever it is, I always get it muddled. It'd be kind of cool if I could launch 2-pronged assault here. One from the Emperor or the Kaiser, then one down from Innsbruck, and do enough damage to Venice. Because if I take the capital, I should be able to deal with the rest, all the rest fairly straightforward. That's my thinking there. How's my Pope standing? It's decent, hasn't changed. Of course, Denmark's managed to crawl right up his backside after that particular swing in their favour. Let's see. I'm just trying to think. What is this? That? Ah, it's a feudal knight. Nice. I can get some feudal foot knights in this region, although not yet. I can't. Right. Yeah, I just need to get forces relocated in this general direction. Although I hate to weaken the French border just because they're French, and who can trust the French? But who can trust anyone in medieval 2 total war? Right. Okay, let's just see. Is there anyone in Frankfurt? There's nothing of great value in Frankfurt. Let's send these 3 units down to Milan. So I'm going to try and assault from 2 angles. I think going for Venice is probably better than going for Genoa at this stage, because I think Venice is probably stronger and more of a threat, and probably has more of an economic powerhouse feel about it. So I'm going to actually ignore that for now. This is a sizable army I've got here in Prague, but I'm going to keep it here just because I want to check Poland as best as I can, and this army up here should be sufficient for anything that Denmark has, and pretty much the same thing going on the French border. Anyway, my agents again.
Yeah.
Angela the Snob, Angela, whatever her name is, she seemed to have picked up a trade of something. Must be this one, the cosmetics or something. Woman and their cosmetics. Anyway, what's my diplomatic situation? It's been so long since I played this, I can't really remember who I was on good terms with. So I'm trading with Venice, but I'm not on great terms with them. Sicily and Genoa. Well, Genoa's I'm not on great terms with either. In fact, what I might do is all very poor. Maybe I should kill them first then. Doubt they'd accept any kind of alliance. Oh, I guess we give it a go.
Prepare to approach the Ausländer.
The Ausländer.
In what manner do I represent this?
You have a proposition for our people?
Generous. I might just take this, actually. Let's just see if they have it.
We accept this proposal until next time.
Be handy because that way they won't. They might just not attack me. Hopefully, if the Alliance AI has been improved, they won't attack me. So I can deal with Venus, and I'll just let them exist out here, and I won't attack them. I just want to take out Venus, basically. Grab their territories. Then I can focus more of my attention on one of the other Western or Eastern powers, probably Poland, just because it seems like the proper thing to do as a German. But of course France is just as important as well. Anyway, I think that's good enough for this turn, so let's carry on. Genoa, Denmark. Pope's new favourite, of course. Let's see what else is going on. Holden, Horwood. Turks. Yeah, so what I want to try and do is keep Genoa happy. Hopefully the Polish won't invade France. Hopefully they just keep busy with their own stuff, and I can focus on knocking out Venus. Hopefully, I need to not get a pretty quick knockout. Oh. Okay, this is interesting. Poland has attacked me. Okay, now this changes my plans actually, which I know have been changed about 50,000 times. But what I'll try and do here is wait this out a little bit, if I can, and hopefully the Pope will excommunicate them, because then it's free game. I can go after Poland without the fear of reprisal, which has a certain appeal to it. Let's see, but I'm not going to lift those armies from Venice, because when one attacks, usually another one attacks, in my experience when you play the Holy Roman Empire, so you want to be ready for that. So let's see. France is not good with them, which is useful. Poland is, for some really strange reason. Don't know why. I would have, if I'd known that it was that bad with the Pope, I would have gone for them, probably. Let's see, how well defended? Yeah, that's pretty well defended. But what I could do is I'll build some forces here in Magdeburg, and I'll toss some, whatever I can in from Nuremberg. I'll toss in some couple of urban militia there, spear militia, and just fuse them and kind of take some units over this way, just to be sure that if they do assault I can be certain of victory. Even though the AI is still pretty easy to defeat. They're a bit better, but nothing too drastic. Krakow, their capital, of course. I don't admit, the Polish have got some awesome units in this mod. One of my favourite factions based on their units that I've seen. But I haven't played this enough to work it out though. I've played a few online battles with Swedish Landsknecht, which have been awesome, which I will upload at some point, I'm sure. Right, what else? Defences, let's get working on this, just because Poland is a bit of a zone at the moment, so let's get some archers. Spearmen, just a few units, even if they're just crap units, because the AI is probably not going to do anything better. Keep this army in play for Venice. I'd still like to take Venice, because the Italian provinces are always pretty, financially good to have. Just want to just check, is my reasonable relations, it's good. So I'm not going to attack Poland right away, because if I do it, the Pope will be a complete arse and say it's my fault, even though I didn't attack, and that's really annoying when that happens. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait it out a little bit, and hopefully the Pope will actually excommunicate Poland, then I'll go blitz them. Blitzkrieg, only this time I'll do it like 800 years earlier than it was actually done. That'll learn the Polish. Right, I'm just trying to look what places might need some builds. Actually, now that I think about it, let's just build a few more troops and things here on the Hamburg border thing, and I can transport them over to Poland for later ventures. Missed any place else? Innsbruck. Now I'm pretty happy with its defences. Same with Milan. Sicilian family member. Let's see, Nuremberg. Frankfurt. Let's see, I'm just overseeing what I might do here. School. I mean, most of the stuff just public order, so I'm not, and there's not a problem there, so I'm not really going to worry about that right now. Something tells me I need to put some defences, more defences in place for France. Just because I'm not entirely sure what their intentions are there, so this is looking like I could end up in, well, did another one of these guys go AWOL or something? Oh no. Yeah, it's just looking like I could get stuck in more fronts than I'd like, which unfortunately does often happen when you play the Holy Roman Empire, but I just want to try and be prepared for it. But what I'm definitely going to do now is, although I wanted to go for the Italian states for their monetary value, what I'm going to do instead is, I think we saw that one. Oh crap. I was going to check that army out, but that was a bit stupid. Anyway, what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to hold out the Polish for a bit until they get excommunicated. Then I'm just going to absolutely storm them. Hopefully it doesn't cost me too much. So what I'm going to do, I think I'll end my turn there. Wait a moment. I've already done that, haven't I? I must have already done it with Kiev as well. Let me just see who I haven't done deals with. I usually just like to get as much trade as possible. I probably should think more about who I'm trading with. But, you know, I just want money. Money, money, money. Okay, no, I'm not going to sing. Let's see. Right, so I think I'll head towards this way because the Cuman Khanate's out this way, and then the Mongols, which are a long way off, and I don't really think they'll factor into any battle or campaign I'm doing at the moment, but they could still be useful trade. So I'm not worried about, you know, anything with them too much at the moment. So what else is there? What's those? Polonia, good defences there. Probably toss in another one there, just to be sure. In my experience, the Italians are some of the most untrustworthy types in this game. At least in the base game, but of course, this is a mod, so I'm not entirely sure who's trustworthy and who isn't, so let's just spend the remaining money on units, I suppose. Units are much good to me, so there's Metz. No, Metz is already on it. Stauffen then. Stauffen. Right. Yeah, I'm pretty satisfied with that, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to end my turn. I don't think I've missed anything. Missed anything? Are my agents there working? Hellwig. Where is Hellwig? Oh, well, that's a whole few turns I didn't even know he was down here. Better check if I'm pretty sure I already did everything with the Aragonese and Spanish and stuff. Yeah, I did. So, yeah, no, I've already done that. So what was I doing with this guy? What was I going to do with this guy? Can't remember. Pretty sure I've already got all the stuff with England. Sorry about this, guys. It's just been so long since I've done this. I can't remember what I did. It's always the thing with diplomats. It's not really sure what to do. What I might just do is send them back towards this direction, have them on hand to make an alliance or whatever, or new deals with people. And yeah, as far as I remember, I was sending someone into the east. Well, I gotta keep checking on things. Which reminds me, I was going for like the Byzantine Empire, wasn't I? But I think if I remember, yeah, I already got trade rights, but I haven't with Turks. Yeah, so let's get him over into Anatolia.
No further today.
Right, oh, there's that beautiful music from the first medieval Total War. Right, I've drawn out this turn long enough. Let's end it. Let's see. Let's put these guys inside.
Spreading the Reich's forces.
Let's see, so the Papal States. Denmark. Someone just died. Let's see, Kingdom of Poland. Oh, Scotland. So let's see what's going to happen. So hopefully Poland will just. Hopefully Poland will attempt to attack quickly, because I don't really want to be sieged too long, because I don't want to weaken my forces off. Because if I do that, I can quickly defeat them, and then they'll lose favour with the Pope and hope to get excommunicated. There we go. There goes the Venetians. I knew this was going to happen. Okay, as long as no one else does it, as long as Denmark and France stay away, I should be alright. As long as I stay out of this. Those miserable Italians. Those Ponzi Poles. Suppose we end up getting attacked by the dickish Denmark and... Okay, I don't mean any of this. Oh, I'm just talking rot. Right, anyway. Nearly my turn. Come on. The Scottish King is dead. He seems like a crap gen leader. Why do they send me... Oh, it's Venetian, okay. 1,000 Florence. Do I even have a navy? I don't think I even have a navy, so what's the point in that? At this stage. Oh, France and Denmark. This is going to turn into a forefront war. Always does. No. Okay, hold on. Oh, Scotland, that's no good to me. Let's see. France is falling away. Norway is falling away. And Norway, yeah. So hopefully one of these guys gets knocked out of it quickly. So there you go. So what I might just do here is send a bit of an army in this direction. Might get a couple of mercs while I'm here, because they're pretty darn cheap and they're effective for their price. So I'm just going to put him there on the border with his Helwig, was it Helwig Philbin? Put him there on the border just to put a bit of pressure on the Venetians in case they annoy me too much. Kaiser! I suspect I'm going to end up inevitably in one of those forefront wars, which is really what I didn't want to do, but it's very hard sometimes to avoid it with the Holy Roman Empire. Had this been the base game, I would have pretty much attacked someone straight away, but because this game's so much bigger, I have to be much more careful about who I attack and so on and so forth, and how I go about it. In the base game, you could, like, for instance, Milan and Venice are pretty tiny at the start, so you can just kind of sweep in. But I mean, for the Holy Roman Empire, the first thing is to gather territories.
I am not here to negotiate the truce.
Mein Kaiser?
Mein Kaiser.
Kaiser. Yes.
Cool, there's mercenaries here as well. And I like how these mercenaries are so available and cheap. Just makes this so much easier to handle. Russian spearmen, I'll get both of them. I think I've got the money to afford the upkeep for all this. It's into secondary army just to make sure, because there's a secondary Polish army there. If we come in close, yeah, there's two. And I don't want to be overwhelmed by numbers. Let's see. Doc's just asked me a question there. He started his own channel, by the way. Doc Holiday started his own channel, which I think I've already put a video up on, or going to put a video up on, or something like that. So, go check his channel out. He's a great campaigner. Started campaigning as Milan for this game. Well, not for this stainless steel, but for Milan on the base game. And he's awesome at campaign, so be sure to check him out.
Greetings, Kaiser.
Greetings, Kaiser. She's probably getting quite long, this video, so I should probably consider bringing it to a close. I think I will, actually. I don't want to be too long, because then it's a bit of an annoyance to render it and upload it and everything when they're too long. Actually, when I use fraps. So anyway, let's see. Need to... Yes, I think what I'll actually do is bring it to an end here, guys. I know that sucks. I'm sure you're enjoying it, or I hope you're enjoying it. Maybe you think I'm just being silly. But anyway, guys, I do appreciate your viewing, and I do apologise that it's taken me this long to get the 5th part to you, but I will continue to try and bring you more videos for the Stainless Steel Holy Roman Empire campaign for Medieval 2 Total War. So, thank you for watching. Hope you're enjoying, and be sure to leave your comments. I enjoy reading them. And I'll see you soon next time.